It's a little bit snowy, the stuff from the sky. I'm just one of those who wants to stay inside. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a lot of coal so I could stay warm.
Won't you pour me another? I'm going in, so wish me good luck. Yeah, I gotta put on my favorite song. I need a boost. Let's turn up the love.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm amusing myself whilst I walk home because I freaking hate the snow and it's freezing cold. This is the way I walk home. I know it doesn't look like much. I mean, it is a bit manky looking, to be fair, but it's home. Not there, I don't live in the bin, I live up there. And check this out. Does that look creepy to you? It's the other side of a car park, an underground car park. This is where we keep the bins. Linnell lives up there somewhere. And we're home. Hello. So it occurred to me that when I was pretty much speaking bad about where I live outside, and I thought, you know, I don't mind it because the place that I'm in now inside is so much more nicer and safer, and I thought, well, do you know what? I think it's story time. So I'm going to let you guys know a little story. I think some of you may know already, so I really can't remember who I've told and who I haven't. But in 2012, or going back a little bit, in 2009, I was offered a new house from where I was living, and it was a brand new build property. It was literally built and I was the first person in it. It was gorgeous. It was 3 bedroom, it had a lovely garden, up and downstairs, 2 bathrooms, absolutely beautiful place. I had my own driveway even though I didn't have a car. The street was full of kids and my kids had friends. There was even a little play park in the middle of the street. It was absolutely a gorgeous place. Visually, it was lovely. And I was in there and I was on my own and I had the 2 kids. It quickly became apparent that it was quite a lot for me to take on myself, you know, having to maintain a garden and painting and decorating like myself, because everything was just stark white. There was like no personality in it whatsoever because I was the first person to be in this property. I struggled quite a lot with having to take care of a bigger house and my 2 kids who were under the age of 10 at the time. I was in my bedroom, I was watching Alien vs Predator movie, really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I totally recommend it. The most shocking and unbelievable thing happened that I did not see coming one bit. My kids, who had their own bedrooms, as I said it was a 3-bedroom property, had asked one night to sleep in the living room because we had cable in the living room and there was a children's movie coming on one of the movie channels, Coraline, and the kids hadn't seen it before and they wanted to see it, so they asked if they could sleep in the living room. Now of course I keep my front door locked, my back door locked, so I really wasn't that bothered. I was like, right, okay, that's fine, you can crash on the couch, the 2 of you can stay up and watch this film, because it was on at like 9 o'clock and then it was their bedtime. So I said, right, you guys could sleep on the couch. It was a Sunday night. This was in 2012, sorry if I didn't tell you that before, it was 2012. So anyways, I was sitting in my bed watching this movie. There was a knock at the door and I went downstairs and I opened the door, and immediately what I saw was a guy that I knew previously years before that stayed in my neighbourhood, and I was his friend. I would say hello, how are you doing, how's the weather, all that kind of thing. never really thought anything of it. And he was with a woman who was, by the look of it, a couple of years older than me, quite a bigger woman. I don't mean fat, but I mean like just a bigger built woman, a lot bigger than me. I'm quite small and slight. So I opens the door and I'm shocked to see this person here with this woman, because I wasn't hanging about with either of them, I wasn't friends with them, I didn't socialise with them. So I'm like, can I help you? And the lady, I'm not going to name names, but the lady started shouting something at me, and in my complete naivety I was like, do you want to come in, but you'll have to, you know, you'll have to be quiet because my kids are sleeping in the living room. I don't know what's happened, but I was thinking something happened. I was thinking like maybe somebody had attacked her, or I didn't know at this point. I was like, I just thought something was really wrong and they needed help. So I says, you know, would you like to come in? And before I even finished that sentence, she punched me right in the face. So there I was, like, totally taken aback. What the hell just happened? I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And this woman, who was heavily intoxicated, very drunk, very drugged, was screaming in my face something about I had split up her family, or I was talking to her boyfriend, or something, whatever it wasn't me that she was looking for. I had no idea what she was going on about. So at the same time, because I didn't know what was going on, I'm trying to say, look, I've not done it, like, I don't know who you are, I don't know, I think you've got the wrong house. And all the time this guy's just like, standing there, and I'm like, are you not, like, what's going on, like, why have you brought this woman to my house? It's like, oh, I couldn't stop it, or I'm a dead man. And I'm like, what? Stop what? Like, I don't know what's going on. And whilst I'm saying this, she proceeded to hit me another 3 or 4 times, punching me in the face, like directly in the face. Now I know what you're thinking. Why did you not fight back? Why did you not defend yourself? And it's a very good question. I've asked myself that every day since. I didn't lift my hands for 2 reasons. One, by the time that she was screaming in my face, both my children woke up and were standing at the living room door witnessing what was going on. I was mindful of this, and I was trying to kind of push them in the living room and shut the door, because obviously I didn't know what this crazy person was capable of. So I was trying to protect my kids. That was, you know, do what you want to me, but you're not getting near my kids. So that was the first thing. Second thing, as I said, this woman's much larger and heavily intoxicated, clearly not listening to a word I said. And I didn't know if she had weapons on her, she could have had a knife. And I thought, if I fight back, then in her enraged state, because she was intoxicated, I probably didn't stand a chance. Now I know people say, well, you could have got at least 1 or 2 hits in. Not really. I was on my own with my kids, and it was like late at night on a Sunday night. So my thought was, I just need her to stop what she's doing and go away, because if I had fought back, she could have killed me. She could have knocked me unconscious and then left my kids. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I was just trying to stay upright and conscious and protect my kids. She hit me a few times, and then she literally walked away with this guy. And I'm like, so I couldn't believe what just happened, and my main concern was just making sure the kids were okay. Luckily, my neighbour next door had witnessed it, and they had provided a witness statement to the police, which was really good. I did report her. She did spend the night in the jail, and after a long time of court case being continually put back and adjourned, she was gave a 6-month good behaviour bond, which basically means you've just to be a normal person for 6 months, and then you'll get away with whatever crime you committed. So I went through a really bad time at that point. I felt really as if the world was just really unfair that this was allowed to happen. I did try and get on with it. I decided to go to college to continue in my childcare career and study childcare practitioner. I was passing all my exams, child psychology, child behaviour, child health. After about 6 months, this lady decided to join the same college as me. She would intimidate me, she would put me down, she would laugh in my face, she was telling me that she was going to kick my head in that night. And I became that anxious. I gave up college, and I didn't do my final exam, which means I didn't get the overall qualification that I needed to be a childcare practitioner. And I dropped out, and I was devastated. And because of the fact that I felt really unsafe in my house, I moved out of there and I came here to live in a top floor apartment so that I felt safe, so that I wasn't near the road, so that I knew nobody had a reason to come to my front door. And people say, it's like people judge a book by its cover, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you gave up this big beautiful house to come and live in a top floor apartment that looks a bit nah on the outside. But you don't understand. In that house I was scared, I was anxious, I felt lonely. It was so much pressure to maintain, and I needed to feel safe. And that's why I moved here. And I love this apartment, I love this flat. There's no garden, but there's enough space to go out and play. The rooms are really big, and I can make it my own, and I just feel so much better here. So it really shows that, you know, you shouldn't judge where someone lives or anything because you don't have a clue what they're facing or what they're going through. This woman did pretty much get away with what she done to me, but karma came along, and I heard that she lost custody of her children. So where I don't, you know, I'm not boastful in that, but you know what I'm saying. After I left college, that was 2015, and I moved here, and I was still very depressed because of PTSD and anxiety and things. And then it got to 2016. Now I'm not going to go into that here, but if you want to know about my really bad experiences with depression and suicidal thinking, then you can look up a vlog on my channel. It's called It's a Bad Day, Not a Bad Life, and that goes into pretty much my testimony of what changed my life and who changed my life. Mentals, they're on my wall. But I'm much better now, and I kind of just want to make these videos so that people know it doesn't matter what you're going through or what trauma you've experienced, and I've experienced more than my fair share. You'll be okay if you just don't give up. If you keep going, sometimes karma comes along and takes care of things for you. And I love where my life is at now. I wouldn't change it for the world, what I've came through and what I've learned and what I've experienced. And trust me, I've had some bad times. I've been in very dark places. I also have a video on my PTSD experience that talks about my abusive ex. You can check that out as well if you want. I just want to be kind of like a person to say, do you know what, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're at the beginning of a really bad journey or you've been through a bad journey, or if you're right in the middle of it, there are sunny days ahead. Storms don't last forever, they really, really don't, and I can prove that to you. I've been raped, I've been abused, I've been attacked, and I'm still here, and I can honestly say that I love my life. I love my life, and you know, a big part of that isn't just the main bills, and it isn't just my dreamers, it's also God's as well. And that's another part of a journey that I'm starting to really embrace and really learn and look into how it all fits, and knowing that no matter what, I've got God, and I love that. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm just going to ramble. It's a long video. I hope, not that you enjoyed the story, but I hope you enjoy getting to know me a little bit more and what makes me tick. And if you did like getting to know me a little bit better, you can hit that like and sub and bell and comment. And I've not had my comments disabled yet, so fingers crossed. I'll see you all next time for a fun-filled vlog. Bye.